Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The Trump administration is currently facing criticism for its handling of disaster response during a catastrophic Texas flash flood that has already claimed over 130 lives. What's actually wild is that in the midst of this crisis, FEMA's approach has been described as starved and hobbled. This is honestly crazy, but not surprising. The Department of Homeland Security has been touting a new, streamlined FEMA that supposedly empowers states to handle their own disasters. However, in practice, this has resulted in delays and confusion at a time when swift action is crucial. Imagine waiting over 72 hours for rescue teams to be authorized while lives hang in the balance. Ever notice how the rhetoric of efficiency often masks a lack of preparedness? Experts agree that while FEMA could use reform, the current approach is reckless. Andrew Rumbach from the Urban Institute highlights a fundamental principle of emergency management: the need to be prepared. When disasters strike, we need established protocols, not experimental changes that could exacerbate the situation. It's like trying to reinvent the wheel while the car is careening off the road. The implications of this mismanagement are severe. Thousands of calls from flood survivors went unanswered because FEMA let contracts for call center workers lapse just a day after the disaster began. In stark contrast, during a previous flooding crisis, FEMA deployed 1,500 personnel within days. Now they struggle to muster just over 300. This raises an important question. What if I told you that the very agency meant to protect us is being dismantled at a time when we need it most? What's absurd is that Texas Governor Greg Abbott praised the administration's response as swift and very robust, even as reports indicate that FEMA is operating with fewer resources and personnel. A quarter of FEMA's staff has left since Trump took office, and there's no regional administrator in any Gulf Coast state. This is a clear example of how political narratives can overshadow the harsh reality on the ground. The administration seems to be softening its tone on FEMA, realizing that their plans for a swift overhaul may not be feasible. It's a reminder that in the face of disaster, reality sets in fast. We face big problems, but together, we can understand these puzzles and advocate for a government that prioritizes the safety and well-being of its citizens. Let's keep pushing for accountability and a response that reflects the urgency of the situation. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.